Hi everyone, Center for Longitudinal Evaluation would now to show you a demonstration of one popular editing method. This is magnetic particle testing and we can call MT method. The technique can detect the defect on the surface and near surface of testing object just made of ferromagnetic material. This is continuously magnetizing method using York equipment with dry magnetic particle. I like to introduce equipment, some tools and material for practice of this method. This is your equipment. This is an electric magnet weight lift tape block made of iron with power 5 kg in weight. A gauge meter for measuring magnetic field. Light intensity measuring meter. Dry magnetic powder made of tiny ferromagnetic particle. Tool for applying the powder. Tool for removing the powder. Test object. Rule. Clean rack. Cleaning spray bottle. Now we can follow the practical procedure. Before doing empty examination, firstly, checking the off magnetization ability by using a weight test block. In alternative current mode, at maximum spacing between two polar, the York marks successful lift for 5 kg block, and in direct current mode, 4 block with 18 kg in total is required. Secondly, checking light intensity on the surface of testing object. The value must be higher than 1000 nux. Now is ready for empty examination. The first step, free cleaning. Rust, paint, and any dust must be removed from the surface of the testing object. The second step, magnetizing the testing object and applying magnetic powder. Magnetization must be done in at least two perpendicular directions. Applying magnetic powder. During magnetizing the object, using a square bowl to blow or spray the powder, sprinkling the powder in the air, creating a light covering evenly distributed coating layer on the surface of the object while magnetization. Remove residual magnetic powder while magnetization. Third step, interpretation and evaluation, measuring signs of discontinuous indicator and evaluating them according to the applicable standard. Fourth step, post-examination cleaning, using clean rag to remove the used material for examination. Make sure it doesn't affect the object. Using our method to measure residual magnetic field and doing the magnetization if required. The simple demagnetization technique can be done by moving the object away from the object or moving the object away from the object. Checking residual magnetic field again. This is continuously magnetizing method using your equipment with wet magnetic particle. Introduce your equipment, tool and material. Your equipment, weight lift tape block, raw matter, light intensity measuring method, black wet magnetic particles spray bottle, white contact base spray bottle, testing object, rule, clean rag, steam brush, cleaning spray bottle. Now we can follow the practical procedure. Before doing empty examination, firstly, checking the magnetization ability by using a weight-lifted block. In alternative current mode, at maximum spacing between two poles, the yoke must be successfully lift 4.5 kg block. Secondly, checking light intensity on the surface of testing object. The value must be higher than 1000 Hz. Now it's ready for empty examination. First, free cleaning. Rust, paint, and any dust must be removed from the surface of the testing object. The second, applying white contact paint. Shaking well the water spraying a thin and even paint layer on the testing area. Wait for paint layer to dry. The third step, magnetize the object and applying magnetic particle. Magnetization must be done in at least two perpendicular directions. Applying magnetic particle during magnetizing the object, checking well magnetic particle spray bottle, and spraying to ensure covering fully magnetic particle on the testing area. The fourth step, interpretation and evaluation. Measuring size of the continuous indicator and evaluating them according to the applicable standard. Fifth step, post-examination cleaning. Using a thin brush and clean rag to remove the user material for examination. Using thin brush and clean rag to remove the user material for examination. Make sure it doesn't affect the object. Using our method to measure residual magnetic field and doing the magnetization if required. The simple demagnetization technique can done by moving the arc away from the object and moving the object away from the arc. Checking the residual magnetic field again. This continuous magnetizing method using York equipment with wet fluorescent magnetic particle. I like to introduce equipment, some tool and material for practice this method. York equipment, we need tape block, gold metal, Vietnam, ultraviolet intensity measuring method. Wet fluorescent magnetic particle spray bottle. Testing object. Ruler. Clean right. Stain brush. Cleaning spray bottle. Now we following the practical procedure. Before doing empty examination, Firstly, checking the arc magnetization ability by using a wave that block. In alternative current mode, at maximum spacing between polar, the York mark successful nip 4.5 kg block. Secondly, checking ultraviolet night intensity on the surface of static object. The value must be higher than 1000 microwatts per square centimeter. Now it's ready for empty examination. Step 1. Free cleaning. Rust, paint, and any dust must be removed from the surface of testing object. Step 2. Magnetize the object and applying the magnetic particle. Exposing ultraviolet light to the testing surface during magnetization. Magnetization must be done in at least two perpendicular directions. Applying magnetic particle. During magnetizing the object, shaking well magnetic particle spray bottle and spraying to ensure covering fully magnetic particle on the testing area. Step 3. Interpretation and evaluation. Exposing ultraviolet light to the testing surface during interpretation. Measuring size of discontinuous indicator and evaluating them according to the applicable standard. Step 4. Post-examination cleaning. Under ultraviolet light, using a steel brush and clean rag to remove the used material for examination. Make sure it doesn't affect the object. Using raw matter to measure residual magnetic field and doing the magnetization if required. The simple demagnetization technique can be done by moving the arc away from the object or moving the object away from the arc. Checking the residual magnetic field again.